Alright, so I found a hydraulic shop that is close enough to me where I can go there during my lunch break or even on my way home. It's not crazy out of the way. I found another one that was really out of the way, and I tried to go there, but they got closed before I got there, so found a different shop. So I'm gonna take this cylinder apart again and bring the gaskets to them so they can measure them up, and hopefully the ones on here are the right size, even though it's shooting out oil might not be the right size. So let's find out. Let's take this apart and go from there. Alright, so I have it apart. I don't remember if I said this in the last video, but I think what the problem is, this gasket's too small. I'm pinching it, and it's in the groove fully, but it just is not touching there. So, I believe that may be the issue. So, my plan was to bring just the gaskets, but obviously the gasket doesn't seem to be measuring correctly, so I'll probably bring the whole cylinder and have them take a look at it, see if I need a different sized gasket. I have to take apart this whole cylinder, but I wanted to say I learned that this is a wear bar. It's not a gasket, so it's supposed to have that tiny little gap there, so that's okay. So that's not what the issue was, from what I understand. But the guy said that to take this apart, they put the rod on a special tool that holds it in place. I wanted to say, dare I say, a clamp. And then you take this nut off, and theoretically it should come apart, and you should be able to take apart the gaskets. I'm waiting for the new gasket kit to replace these ones while they replace the first ones. I brought it to the shop, and they said that they needed to take it all apart to measure it anyway, so I was like, okay, fine, just replace that one while you have it apart, because I brought the whole cylinder because I wanted to make sure that this wasn't a gasket that's too small, so they'd measure the right stuff, but that's just a wear bar. So now I just need to find a right size socket or wrench for this, and we'll be good. I found the right sized socket, and I gotta say, I'm glad I had a Corolla, because that's the axle nut size, 30 millimeters. So, gotta take it off now. Alright, I moved over to my workbench where I have a vise holding the end of this, and I'll try to take this off now. Maybe an impact. I don't know if I want to take an impact of this though. That might not be the best idea. What do I do now? I had the idea to push down, and oh, there we go. Oh yeah. Oh. Instead of pulling at me and pulling the whole thing away from me, I decided to push down towards the workbench. Thankfully, could support the weight. So The only reason I don't want to use an impact on this is because I don't know how fragile this thing is. Because sometimes, like, you think, this is holding a lot of weight, it shouldn't be fragile. Well, yeah, but you never know. Sometimes a lot of stuff that, like everything on an engine, you want to make sure it's torqued down properly. You don't want to use impacts on a lot of stuff, but another reason it's good to record videos is because that way you have a guide on how to put it back together. You just gotta watch it backwards. Entire videos because it's really cold right now outside. It looks like this is supposed to just slide off. It's like suctioned on there. I don't know what I'm doing. Yep, looks like there's an O-ring right there. Perfect. So this is off now. So a slight change of plan. I showed up to pick up the hydraulic cylinder, and as you can see, there's two of everything. They didn't reseal the first kit, which I don't know where we lost the miscommunication, but since the time that I went there and dropped it off, and they said, yeah, we'll reseal this one, test it, and then give you the other kit so you can do the other one at home. I was like, okay, cool. I came to pick it up and both seals were in this bag, and I said, oh, I thought you were gonna reseal it. And they said, no, that would be extra money. So somewhere along the line, they lost communication between themselves. I don't know. Anyways, I have two kits now, so I'm gonna have to do all of this. I talked to the guy, thankfully. He was willing to help me. He was on his lunch break, but he was super nice to help me. So he explained where these gaskets go. He said these are extremely brittle, so I'm gonna have to be super careful putting those in. And yeah, so these ones, yeah, he basically explained where everything goes. So I'll be trying to do that later. I don't know if this video or maybe the next video, but I'm excited. Also, if you know what brand to use for hydraulic fluid, leave a comment. I'd like to know. I was looking it up, looking at different types, and I can't figure out what's the best way to go. There was one video where the guy said it doesn't matter what brand you use as long as it says AW32, because that's what you want in colder climate. And right now I'm in a winter coat, so yeah, I need the colder climate stuff. So I know I need AW32, but I don't know what brand to use, so let me know in the comments. Every day I'm getting closer and closer to getting this lift started, and I'm so excited about it. I don't want to wait any longer, but I need to be patient. I need to make sure everything is good, because if I'm putting a car on this, I need to make sure I have the right stuff, right care for this stuff. If I'm putting my truck on this, it's no joke. So I'm taking it very seriously. Anyway, thank you for watching. Here's my water bottle. Like you care. Until next time.